I never thought I'd find myself here. Not really. But there I was, driving down a dirt road that wound deeper into the woods than I'd ever gone before. The GPS had long given up on this place, the signal gone, the map showing only endless green. My friends had dared me to check out this abandoned cabin they said was haunted. I laughed at first, of course. Ghost stories always made for good laughs around a campfire. But when I finally reached the clearing, I realized the stories didn't do justice. The cabin was small, almost swallowed by trees that twisted toward it like long, bony fingers. The air smelled damp and rotten, like earth that had been dead for decades. I stepped out of my car, crunching the leaves beneath my feet. The forest around me was unnaturally silent. Usually, there's at least the chirping of crickets or an owl somewhere in the distance, but here, there was nothing. Just me and the shadows. I reached the cabin door, which creaked as I pushed it open. Inside, everything was coated in thick dust. The smell of mildew was overwhelming. I ran my hand along a windowsill and flinched. The wood was sticky, as if something had dried there long ago. I walked deeper into the cabin. That's when I heard it, a low, almost inaudible whisper. I froze. It sounded like someone muttering my name, but the voice wasn't human. It was hollow, distorted, coming from the corner of the room. "Who's there?" I called, my voice cracking. Nothing. I stepped forward, heart hammering, my flashlight shaking. And then I saw it, a figure, crouched, staring at me from the shadows. It wasn't fully formed, just a shape, but I could feel its eyes. Its intent. My stomach dropped. I tried to back away, but the door slammed shut behind me. I ran to it, pulling, twisting, but it wouldn't budge. Then came the scratching, slow, deliberate, moving around the cabin, circling me. My breath was ragged, the flashlight beam trembling, revealing glimpses of something moving just beyond my vision. I finally kicked a window open and dove out, scraping my hands and knees. The figure didn't chase me, but I didn't stop running until I was back in my car, heart pounding, sweat pouring down my face. That night, I didn't sleep. Every creak, every shadow outside my window made me jump. I don't know what that thing was, or why it didn't leave the cabin, but I know it's still there, waiting for the next person foolish enough to enter. A friend of mine went hiking alone outside Asheville, North Carolina. She'd been on the trail dozens of times, but this day felt different. The forest had a heavy silence, like it was holding its breath. About 2 hours in, she saw a figure between two trees. At first, she thought it was a hunter or another hiker, but the figure didn't move. It just watched. Her gut told her to keep moving, but the figure moved silently, keeping pace. Every time she looked back, it was closer. Not running, just there. Watching. She started jogging, heart hammering. The smell of wet pine filled her nostrils. She reached a clearing, thinking she'd lost it. Then she heard whispering, low, fragmented, coming from everywhere and nowhere at once. She ran harder, stumbling over roots and rocks, until the trail opened to the parking lot. Only then did she stop, breathing hard, adrenaline coursing through her veins. She looked back once, just in time to see the shadow dissolve into the trees, but the whispering lingered in her mind. She still hears it, sometimes, when the wind blows through the trees near her house. Watching. Waiting. A couple of years ago, my girlfriend, her family, and I explored an old church deep in rural Georgia. Our friends had planned to prank us by hiding in the woods, drumming and chanting. For about 20 minutes, we wandered through the overgrown yard, finally sitting on the front steps for a break. A dim street lamp cast long shadows, and beyond that, the tree line swallowed everything in darkness. Then we heard it. At first, I laughed, thinking it was our friends. The sound had a bleating quality, like a goat, but deeper, stretched, almost like a human scream dragged across the night. My girlfriend and I played along, calling for the hidden friends, but nothing. Silence. Thinking the prank had gone on too long, we moved toward an old baptismal font further down the hill. That's when we heard it again, drums and chanting, but not our friends. They'd been at the font the entire time. No one else could have been there. The sounds came from something else. I stayed up all night after that, scouring the internet for every animal sound in North Georgia, even expanding to the southeastern US, hoping for an explanation. Nothing. No animal, no person, nothing that could make that sound. And even now, when I close my eyes at night, I hear it, the deep, urgent scream of something unnatural. Something waiting in the dark. These aren't made-up stories. Each one happened to someone I know, or to me. The woods aren't just quiet at night, they are patient. They watch. And sometimes, they don't let you leave. Next time you're driving down a lonely dirt road, or hiking past an abandoned cabin, or sitting by a church deep in the woods, remember these stories. And remember this, sometimes, the deepest woods hold the worst secrets. And if you hear something, don't look back.